Welcome to another show, Meet the Shoe podcast. I am Sade,
I'm Nina.
and today we're going to talk about what's our rights? What does our freedom of speech entail? And it's so much. It's like we can't voice our opinions about anything without people getting offended nowadays. I mean,
Hmm.
highly offended.
Right.
Um,
Too emotional, huh?
Very emotional. They everything is you being either it's just a lot. And I don't want to really say certain things because we don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, flagged or
Censored
anything or
or
censored.
flagged. Yeah, exactly.
But as a human beings, we need to start being more kinder, kind of more affectionate. And I might say show a little love to
Right.
everyone.
Right.
Mean, if you're racist or anti-Semitic or whatever you want to call it,
Hmm.
kind of keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't be in the public, or maybe you shouldn't hold certain office or certain jobs or certain,
You notice
career.
that now that when people, like you said, that they should keep it to themselves because for some reason it seems a whole hold come over America, I'm gonna say, that makes
Mhm.
people feel like their truth is God.
Right.
Like whatever they think or say is right, and you can't think any other way or have an
Yeah.
opinion, right?
Mhm.
That's what seems to be the problem. And so, even now, with the fact that if you say something to somebody, you have to worry about, are they going to hit me or hurt me when I
Right.
walk away?
Mhm. Right.
Um, are they going to call my job on me and get me fired? It's like you can't even take up for yourself anymore.
No, not really, not at all. So, and as far as we're going to talk about the Voting Rights Act, how
Right,
they're trying to gut it. Um,
right,
Amanda Seals were, like you were saying, talking about the laws and the things they're trying to change as far
right.
as Americans voting. A
Yeah,
lot of
like
people always already talking about not voting, which you should vote. Please go out and vote, people.
right, but here,
Judges has ruled that only the federal government, not citizens, not groups, can sue under a key part of the Voting Rights Act, which effectively guts that legislation in 7 states. Joyce Vance is back with us. That word decimate comes from UCLA election law expert who was Jane Tim, who wrote this story for us, talked to. Is it that serious?
yes, that's
It is
serious.
extremely serious. But the first thing we should say, Chris, is that this will now be appealed to the Supreme Court of the United States.
Wow.
Although this is the law in the Eighth Circuit, the
Yep.
impact is in the future.
Now, we're
Congress,
the
in
Eighth Circuit.
essence,
You know that,
says
right?
Right?
How
Yes.
it affects
during a
Minnesota.
Republican
Mm-hmm.
administration,
The
We've done it
northern
at seven.
region.
parties
Yeah.
Yeah.
might not be inclined to bring challenges under Section 2. No one else could do it. So that would mean that the cases that we've seen since the 2020 census that have challenged racially motivated gerrymanders, those types of lawsuits would cease to exist since they could only be brought by DOJ and not by the private parties who routinely bring them, unless the Supreme Court acts
Wow.
So
Wow.
what are they you thinking? I mean,
to
to
reverse
go
this
more deeper,
decision.
what do you
They're
think?
trying to reverse the decision. It's saying civics 101,
Mm-hmm.
judges matter, right? Presidents
Mm-hmm.
who pick judges matter. The
Mm-hmm.
US Senate, which confirms judges matter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very much true. So these judges are trying to make it to where you can't sue. You have to go through a higher chain of command before you could sue anybody. What does that do to us as people, right? It restricts our rights to put our money in the hands of the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which
Mm-hmm.
it already is anyway, but it's a limitation on okay, say for instance, you wanna sue me
Okay.
and say you feel and say you feel you you deserve $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
It is ultimately the judge's decision on what they would grant
Right.
you anyway against me and
Mm-hmm.
all the mitigating circumstances that affected your reason for filing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, if they pick, if I'm not mistaken, they're saying that the money will go back in the state or to the judge. I'm a little unclear about that. When ultimately, when you file a judgment against somebody, it's your money.
Right.
I mean, it's the decision of the judge, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's ultimately your money after the fact,
Mm-hmm.
whatever decision that they give. So, um, I'm knowing that they're trying to do a lot of sweep under the rug, ruling when it comes to voting. Also, it's
Mm-hmm.
still the jury is still out on you know how they say that they're not supposed to discriminate race, color, creed, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to slide those things back in that were laws that were in place before, what was it, 1964? The
Right. Mm-hmm.
max,
Mm-hmm.
the not a max, a
The
max,
civil rights.
yeah, the Civil Rights Act,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
before when they're trying to slightly push those laws back into effect because they're losing control, but they're
Mm-hmm.
losing control due to the things that they're constantly showing, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
They're constantly allowing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the world is going to shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it has nothing to do necessarily with the laws because I also was looking at the marijuana laws, right? And so now, remember when they first started even approving the marijuana laws, right? They're saying that they're giving us an opportunity to have a card to purchase. We can
Or
have,
a card to sell, retail,
right.
to be
But
selling.
did you know that Minnesota is putting posts up to test you to see if you've been smoking and driving?
Yes. And I've seen someone go through that.
Oh wow, they
One of them
test them to
driving,
see if they was under the influence of
yes,
drugs.
driving under the influence of marijuana. I don't know
Right.
because this is probably the first cases in this area
Okay.
dealing with marijuana.
Right.
So I'm really watching closely and see how it pans out because it's kind of not right because marijuana could be in your system all the time.
Right.
Once
30
you do
days,
it,
right?
30
If I'm
days. Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah. And I mean, you could have smoked it 2 or 3 hours ago. That doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, you impaired pretty
Right.
much. You know what I'm saying? Because that kind of wears off, especially the more you eat, the drink or whatever, water, milk, or whatever like that. It
Mhm.
kind of wears off, and you're able to function. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
might function a little slow when you first puff it, but you're
Right.
able to function. So it'll be something I'm going to look closely at this case about
Right.
because yeah, it's sad because and another thing that kind of pisses me off as far
Mhm.
as the marijuana laws,
Mhm.
you have all these higher corporations
Mhm.
getting their hands in the cookie jar
Yep.
and you don't even have any experience with marijuana, but all of a sudden you got experience. You know everything.
Yes.
You know the ins and out about marijuana. But the same ones that was getting locked up, brown and
Right.
black people in high numbers,
Right.
and did all the time, still doing time. You still
Mhm.
got people still in prison on
Mhm.
marijuana charges right now when you're
Right.
supposed to be releasing them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it kind of behooves me to the point like those the people, black, brown, people that's been incarcerated should be the first ones to be able to bid and be able to change their lives and be able to be the sellers of the marijuana or
Right.
have retail stores and retail spaces. But you
Mhm.
make the money so uh, the financial part of it to be able to bid yourself to be able to get obtain that license, that
Mhm.
the credentials is too astronomically high. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You make it impossible for
Mhm.
a regular Joe like me or somebody
Mhm.
getting out of prison that doesn't have much money or funding behind them or even the people to help fund them. You sit up,
Right.
it's hard for them to get to that point. Because you're
Right.
sitting here asking them to pay 20,000, 40,000, 50,000. Look at Illinois, $140,000 application fee, in which if they
Oh,
don't get paid, if they don't get that bid, they lose that money.
they
So
lose that money.
where's this
Wow.
money going? You grabbing people money hand over fist, government,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and then you're not even choosing these people to have a retail license to sell
Right. They're
marijuana.
do you know what, Sade? They're using the corporations first.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
it's not.
it
Why
could be, it
not?
could be, it could be me, you, and maybe four others that put our money in the pot. And then we're under a company. But since we're small and we pay, we put our money up too.
Right, but that doesn't always. You don't get the first priority. The
Right.
say some pharmaceutical company may
Right.
come up and they get the first bid, and that's
Right.
not fair. It's not
Right.
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 It pisses me
Yeah.
off.
Right.
I
Got
can't wait
you
to see.
going, girl.
You know what I'm saying? And then they say that Olmsted County, they only have so many licenses, maybe 10 or 15 licenses that they're giving out for to sell, have a marijuana store dispensary. You know what I'm saying?
So
Where
they're only gonna have 10 or 15 dispensaries down there, and majority of them are gonna be white.
of course,
Mm.
of course, the ones that say back when they ain't never been to jail and didn't peddle illegal drugs, they know everything. They legal now.
Right.
They're the expert.
Right, right. I know. And you know, every corner that we turn, there's always a blockage, right?
It's always. Mm-hmm.
Every time we think that there's gonna be some victory, and we don't want equality, we want equity. Like
Yes.
Pharrell said, all we want is equity. We don't need nothing. Just
Yep.
give us our just due, just like everybody else. Treat us the same. Why are you mad? Because all of the ideas come from us, and we will shoot to the top. You're worried about us mistreating you? Like that's their only worry. They're worried about if we make too much money, then we'll have the power to have every other country against this country and take it over. That's what it seems like. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's really their concern. That's why they put all these obstacles, all these blockages in front of
Mm-hmm.
us for us not to excel. Constantly keep us at each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Constantly take from us. We pay higher taxes than anybody.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. So now what's funny is another article you had sent me
mhm.
where this young man, Stephen Miller,
Okay.
has a lawsuit against Macy's. So
Okay.
he's telling everybody to boycott the Macy's parade. Don't go
Oh,
to Macy's parade and
okay.
Macy's stores, right? This is
Okay.
he says he's a straight white man, right?
Okay. Okay.
Heterosexual, right?
Okay.
He feels
What's his
that
name? Wait, what is his name?
Stephen Miller, okay,
Okay.
he feels that he's being looked past
Mm-hmm.
for advancement in the company.
Oh.
They're advancing everybody else but him, like minority women, gay and lesbian men, and women. They are higher up in the business than him. So
Okay.
he's suing them because he has not. He's been working
Yes,
there.
they haven't put him up to a supervisor or
Yeah.
assistant
Now,
manager.
what kills me? Okay, you feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
We've been feeling
Been
like
feeling like
that.
that.
We've been going
So
through
he knows
that.
how he knows how we feel a little bit. Just a little
Right,
bit.
just a little tiny bit. You ain't felt the full fledged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is going on with people nowadays?
So what did he do? What is he asking for? What's his damage?
This is his. He says the lawsuit alleges the company maintains
Okay.
policies that perpetuate illegal racial discrimination,
Okay.
denying career advancement to a white straight man.
Oh. So what he's saying is the black people and other cultures and the LGBTQ community get the privilege before him.
Right.
Oh, well, it's not, you know how we feel now. A little bit. You still get privilege because see, he still can go into court and he more than likely is going to win because
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of it. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know this is to the topic, but a little to the side. I just was at Target, right?
Uh-huh.
So I want people to learn from this experience. It was a white woman. She was checking us out. It was me and then another young girl that was black in front of
Mm-hmm.
me, and then there was a white guy at the register, him and his son.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they were purchasing, it's Thanksgiving, so whatever they was purchasing, they really needed it.
Right.
So he goes to the white woman. He says to her, he's like, "Oh, I can get it." You know, I could kind of vaguely hear what he's saying. "Oh, I can get it," and she's like, "Yeah, but," he was like, "Okay, well, I'll be right back." She said, "No, you won't." She said, "They've been politely waiting. That you can wait. You can get in the back of them, and you can't." I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Hmm." And the girl in front of me was like,
Okay, like who?
took her stuff and scoot her stuff up. And
Okay.
we were just in awe. The
Yeah,
man
people.
insisted, though. Let me tell you what he did. He goes,
Uh-huh.
"Oh no, I would just be a minute." She said, "Oh no, they've been waiting." She said, repeated every word that he said.
Mm-hmm.
White woman saying that to the white man. So
Okay.
that's just an example to let people know things ain't always what it seems. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That
Yes.
woman was real. She was like,
Okay.
"No, you gonna get in the back of the line."
Yeah.
And no,
Start
no,
over.
no. He's like, wait. Just
No,
I'll
start
be
over.
1 minute. He sent his son. She said, "Bye-bye.
Okay, right.
How you doing? Uh, happy Thanksgiving.
Right.
Is this it for you?" To the young lady in front of me. I know that's right.
Okay.
And we in Target now.
That's
We in
common.
Target. We in Target. And that
Common.
woman treated us
Common.
with very much
Yes.
customer service and
Common
made that
courtesy.
man wait. Common courtesy. And
Common
made that
courtesy.
man wait. But he was,
Yeah.
oh, no. It'll just be a minute. She said, no.
A minute is too long.
Yeah, you was right. They're waiting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she said. I love that. I said,
Yes, I love
man,
it
I
too.
want to go give her. I wanted to give her a hug, but I didn't want to embarrass her. And
Right.
I wanted to tell her thank you, but I just
Yes.
was just
Big
very
ups.
pleasant when it was my turn, right?
Yes,
Things
man.
like that is so unheard of.
It
It was
is
just
very
natural. You could tell that's how she was, that it wasn't fake. It just naturally rolled off of
rolled
her.
out. Yeah.
And then he apologized. Ooh, he apologized. He goes, "Oh, and he was gathering and stuff. He was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause it." She was like, "No, you didn't cause a problem. Just go ahead. No one else is in line." Just so smooth
Okay.
and so cool.
Move together.
Get in the back, Jack.
Okay.
These ladies was in front of you, ladies first. Like,
Okay.
come on now. No, it's not
Exactly.
a problem because he felt convicted
Yeah.
that he wanted to step over us and use his privilege card. She was like, no,
Nope.
you will not.
It ain't going.
Not today, buddy. Get back there. And I'm white just like you, but get your butt in the back. You see them sitting here waiting.
Yeah.
Like and you look at people and you be like, the gall.
Yeah.
Like you and then us, we weren't gonna make a fuss because
right.
we would have been attacking her. We just been like, because she knew, but just because it's holiday time and everybody's in an uproar, she dumbed that all the way down. Just that quick thinking, just like that. You know, that's why I said, it was natural to her. She just, no, you gonna get in the back, Jack.
In the back, get back, Jack. But yeah.
So wait. So on to privileges, right? What did you find out about Diddy? Everybody know that's the big thing, right? But everybody knows about what happened this week. Can you enlighten me a little bit and make me understand the terms of like the settlement? Like,
okay, so they have a couple different ways you can go into the courts and sue somebody for monetary reasons, either consolidation court or the civil. Mm-hmm. She went with civil. Okay. Civil court holds more of a kind of more higher value than a conciliation court, right?
Okay.
Conciliation court is only going to have a mediator. It's probably a judge or a former judge, but they're just mediators.
Uh-huh.
in which the civil court is going to be in front of a judge. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it most likely the civil will turn into a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's two double charges. So Cassie filed the civil suit against him
Mm-hmm.
uh, with so many different stipulations and so many actions that he imposed on her over the years of their togetherness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are upset about that. Like, she asked him for $30 million, but before she did the lawsuit, he knew this was coming.
Yeah. He kept
For
brushing her.
months and months and months. He kept on
He
brushing her
brushed
off,
her. Yeah.
brushing her off.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, buddy, I done gave you 3 times a
Right.
year, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Give me this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, when you think about it and think about their life together,
Yeah.
she was 19 years old. She did
Mm-hmm.
her maybe 1 or 2 albums with him because he was her
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah. And
That's
then
how
and
she
then she
was.
did a mixtape too.
Yeah, but he didn't advance her business like he should have. She's
Right.
very talented, very talented. She has some hits, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And by him being overly protective and being the main girl,
Mm-hmm.
she had to stop her career.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So in between that, they're fighting. He's jumping on her, beating up, and she didn't look as happy. When you go back and look at some of the pictures back then, she really didn't smile much. It's
No.
a very small, slim chance that you'll catch a smile, and it looked kind of fake when she did smile. But
Right.
and I'm like feeling this young lady's pain. I'm like, okay. And then all the celebrities are coming out that really hung out with Diddy, her, and his groups, saying
Right.
this is what happened. He done beat up so bad she had to sit in a hotel. She had to do this and that, so nobody will see her. And she was really close with Daddy D Kane,
Right. Right.
So
They all hung out together.
yeah, they hung up together, telling stories. And then she wants her money from it. I can feel the emotional things that she went through. I would have asked for some money too. She's probably going, look, I would ask for some too. Because you know what? She been going to see the psychiatrist from that breakup.
That is the best.
She's been going to see a psychiatrist, a psychologist after that breakup. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She got fed up. She got tired of him
Right.
cheating on her.
Right. What do you think
And
about
then, girl,
what?
make her have sex with male prostitutes.
Oh yeah. And then the part about did you hear the video of 50 Cent discussing with his DJ? Because the DJ was into doing interviews on Shade 4 or 5, right? That's
Shade 4 or 5, yeah.
That's his friend Eminem's like radio station, right?
Right.
And so he had I think it was an interview with DJ Who Kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
That used to be 50's main DJ. And so he said 50 was explaining, which it was very genuine. You could tell it was like no heat or hate.
Mm-hmm.
50 called, and what's so funny about 50 is like he gives you the raw about when a man is digging a woman. Like, you don't play that. Like, don't be messing with nobody's girl. Like, don't do that, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody send a video to 50 Cent with him doing it with Cassie doing it to some other man. And it was like the friction part of the sex. And so 50 was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It must have been her riding or getting, from the back, whatever, right? Uh-huh. So he called Puff up like, yo, you digging the girl? Like, is that your woman? Right. And Puff was like, yeah, man. He was like, but that's your girl though. And Puff was like, yeah. He was like, man, he was like really hesitant to send it to him. But then he was like, okay, I'm gonna send it to him. I got, to show you something. So he sent it to him, and Puff was like, oh, wow, thanks, man. Just told him thank you. Right. And he didn't go into really too much of the conversation. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that he was like, who gave it to you or whatever. Right. But 50 was what I like what he said was he made a lot of sense. He said, wasn't even for Puff. But it was for Puff. It was for a person to humiliate him because they were jealous, because you never know who she was dating in her past. Right. And so somebody from her past was doing this to sabotage her, to mess with him and his ego, with Puff and his ego. And it seems as though whatever things that he found out, she was a young girl, she was a hot girl, she probably was just doing a lot of sex, and he took advantage of that. She probably was trying to get in this industry, once she figured out that, I'm a hot girl, I'm fine, everybody wants me, I could sing, I could rap, whatever, she could really dance,
Right.
So once they seen her talent, she probably could have been getting, taken advantage of before Puff, right? So then when she got with him, from the things that the allegations that she made now, he took it to another level.
Yeah.
You bringing and making her have sex on her birthday with other men in front of you. How do you even take that? I can't even take that.
But Puffy liked doing stuff like that. Remember what Corinne said back in the early 90s?
She did.
And he liked it in his butt.
That's what I'm saying. These people are saying these things. Somebody's telling the truth. Somebody's telling the truth. Somebody's telling the truth. Some lot of truth is coming.
A lot of truth
it's coming. But I want to say this also. Ever since, just like that, Gene Deal, his security guard. Ever since he filed that lawsuit against the Deleon Ciroc, whatever.
Yes.
Ever since that man done that, this stuff been coming down, and it seems as this black man wants to create wealth for our culture. Do you see what I'm saying? That's Pharrell better watch out. Pharrell better watch out as well, because it seems as though every single time that a person is trying to generate something for us to come out of poverty forever and ever, it seems like they always get taken. Look what they did to Bill Cosby. Look what they did to Prince.
But you know what? I don't think Pharrell is in a lot of stuff like that. I don't think he hung out like that in the industry, like doing crazy sex things. You know what I'm saying?
Who did he?
Pharrell.
Did he?
Pharrell. Oh, you said?
Oh, Pharrell. Yeah. I don't know. They all have some skeletons.
But Diddy has a lot of skeletons.
Yeah, he has those white parties. He has those sex parties. I mean, if they're having all this conversation,
his Kim Porter, they're coming out with a book.
Yeah. Yep. They said that. They said that she has some stuff up in there.
Yeah, so I'm running.
Right.
I'm running to Barnes and Noble. I want a physical copy. I want to turn them pages.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Forget everybody else's book, Britney Spears and Jada Pinkett. I want to see Kim Porter, baby, because I know it's
right.
I know it's going down, baby.
I think that who would be, if who came out with a book, it would be really shocking.
Who?
Kamoya.
Oh, yes.
Kamoya.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
He told some stuff. Kamoya, Mary J. Blige, Misa.
Oh, girl.
All three.
But you know what? Misa ain't gonna say too much. She done seen it all, baby. She ain't gonna say nothing though.
Well, she was friends with Kim, and Kim started sleeping with Puff.
With her man. Yeah, girl.
And if I ain't mistaken, Sarah, who is from Minnesota, his other baby mama, she was friends with them too, because she left the state of Minnesota to go down to
work. Yeah,
to Atlanta to work with them.
And she mentioned, I think they said Kim mentioned in her book how he had another baby.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. How she was like, oh, well, when was you gonna tell me? Well, thanks for being a man enough to tell me before everybody else could tell me See, that's what he didn't like about her. She was so gangster, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She was so solid with her beliefs and everything that, and she didn't care. She did her too now. She
Yeah.
wasn't no fool just thinking that she was some carpet or she was
Yeah.
letting Puff play her like a puppet. Cause no, she was getting with his butt too.
Yeah, she
She was
was.
checking them too. And she should have, rightfully so. She was
Mm-hmm.
getting them together too.
Yes,
So
she
so
was.
that's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
So that's what I'm saying. Sorry.
Like,
I
who's
heard
that?
a noise.
Look,
So
do we
that's what
gotta
I'm
keep the cameras rolling?
right. So that's what this is her, that security system now. But
Okay.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They say that he has been dealing with men and all this, but these women stay. I don't understand that. That part right there, I don't get that.
Me either. Neither. So I don't know. Is it the money? I don't the fame.
I
I don't
mean,
I don't
I
know.
don't know if as a woman
I don't think I could.
I'm going to stay with a man that
That
I
you know.
know has entered another man. I know that.
Mm-mm.
I know that.
And
Just
that's probably what
and
messes.
hold on. That's how the pH balance is definitely off.
Okay, yeah.
No,
You
you're
talking
not
about
gonna.
bacteria
You're
vagina.
not. We're having raw,
Yeah,
unprotected sex, and you
yeah,
sleeping with a man too. I don't. That's why I don't know. I'm
yeah.
not
I
gonna.
couldn't
I
do
don't
it.
know what that man does. Okay, but
Allegedly.
allegedly they say these things. But Cassie, Misa, I can on and on. Young Miami, uh, Kim Porter, like you, all y'all done had sex with this man multiple times, and you say that he likes it, there's no money in this world
No.
that pertains to your health.
Mm-mm.
That's your health. That's
Yeah,
your
it is for help.
box. Like
Yeah.
that's your main thing down there.
Yeah.
That got to be right. That's
All the time. Yeah.
that's just too much. Like
So that yeah, girl, look, that's why Cassie got that 30 million.
well, no, actually, did you know that they said that she got 60 over a period of time? She's starting off with 12.
Mm-hmm.
And over a period of time, when he's done paying her off, it'll be
Mm-hmm.
60. But it goes according to time. It's like residuals, right?
Ooh.
So she'll have a residual income until she's whatever, till her
But you know what?
kids are
I think all that is included without the mental stuff he sent her through. I think it's residuals from her music too. I think. It
really.
could be. I think
Well,
all that
they said
stuff they
60
added.
million. So maybe he gave her the rights to her music because he had all of that.
He had, yeah.
He
And you
had all of
know
that.
it. But you know what? You notice a lot of people didn't come out until after he gave the rights to everybody's music.
Yeah.
You notice that? A
Yeah.
lot of people didn't say that because he was like holding them hostage,
Yeah.
dangling this little piece of carrot. I got your rights.
Right.
You're going to be quiet for about 10, 20 years.
Right. Yeah. And you notice that the guy the security guard Gene
Mhm.
Deal, how he described it was if he bought a Rolls Royce and he borrowed you the Rolls Royce and he drove the Rolls Royce, he just kept loaning you the Rolls Royce running and he gave it to you on full.
Mhm.
And when it's time to return it, it's on E. He described how he described how all those records, right? At the time that those records were popping, all these companies and corporations that use the snippets of the music and put
Mhm.
it into commercial, put
Yep.
it on award shows, put it on just whatever, use it in movies, and that's where you get a lot of money.
Right.
The commercials and movies, right?
Mhm.
You took these bad boy artist hits and were able to use it on these soundtracks to these different movies.
Mhm.
Those artists didn't eat.
Wow.
Puffy ate. That's
Wow.
what they're saying. He ate. That was his money. They made all their music and everything, and they didn't get the money at that time. He ate all of that.
Mhm.
He got all of that money.
Wow.
So that's why they're saying that that Danity Kane is saying the money ain't shit. That shit ain't shit.
Yeah, that
Because
little
you
money.
took it and used it already. That old shit ain't
And
shit.
look, and flipped it
I
and dipped it.
flipped it. And he in Deleon and Revolt. Now
Yeah,
don't get me wrong,
Ciroc.
Revolt is a billion.
Yeah, yeah,
Revolt is I
a
watched
billion.
it. And guess what? I watched Revolt and they got all the best, they got some good hits on there.
Yeah, they do. Yes, it
So
does.
that's what I'm saying. It's like they
That
said they
little
was
money
some,
wasn't nothing.
huh?
That little money he gave her wasn't nothing.
No, so that's nothing. And then I'm gonna give it to you over a period of time.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not, I'm not, I'm not even gonna give it to you all at
all at
once.
once,
So
right? So that money's still making money.
you still missing that lifestyle. That's why it was hard for her to leave Diddy, because you gotta think of this. You got somebody coming to, if you pee on the floor, somebody's coming to wipe it up.
Yeah,
When you're
cook you like
hungry, you could lay down, you could be in your room on one end of the house, call the housemate, call the housemaid.
yeah.
I'm hungry. Could you get me such and such and such and such? I
Remember
need
when
my
we
bath water ran. I need to be
remember?
driven here.
Yeah, driven everywhere. Remember when we seen them at the reunion
Yes.
when we was
Yes.
backstage with
All
them?
them people
She,
catering to them, catering to the
yes.
whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was some real, we were up close and personal, weren't we? Right
Right
there with
next to them.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, just watching rich people, wealthy people, and just seeing the things that are handed to them and given to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mentally, I guess, as a woman that you're used to that
Yeah,
would be hard to let go.
yeah, yeah.
She let it go. I honestly feel, um into the defense of some men, right? Because I don't want to
Mhm.
make it all
About yeah,
about her, because I look at her as, if somebody mistreated you, like some Slim Thug said, if somebody did all those things, tell it at that time. And if you don't got the courage, you've been gone 4 years, you got
yeah,
2 children and a husband. Your husband put you up to that.
yes, he did because
Your
he was a
husband
fitness
put you,
trainer.
cause like they said, the walls was closing in on you. You're watching Young Miami and all these other girls get that money now.
Mm-hmm.
They done took your place in space. Your spot's filled up. The new little baby love.
Yeah,
Oh, she's spoiled to death. Her mom is spoiled, and
yeah,
everybody taken care of, sitting pretty, and you over there struggling
yeah.
because you ain't eating like you was.
Right.
And
But
so you got mad.
Remember that other Asian girl he was messing with, Gina?
Yeah, she said he stumped on her stomach.
Yeah,
Why you
but
wait
this
till Cassie to say something for
no,
him?
but
Like,
no, that was a resurfaced video. That video was out before that. I heard that was a resurfaced video.
really?
Mhm. They said that was an
Wow.
old video.
If it was a if she said it and he did it and nothing happened,
She and she didn't sue
why
him,
you ain't do
right?
nothing?
She probably, some people do not have the, how can I say, the balls or the courage to go sue anybody. It is a lot of work. I ain't gonna
Cause
lie.
she been on some shows, and so why, I don't know. I don't know why they just, maybe that was a piece that she might have asked not to put out, and then they put it out
Right.
when this came out.
Yep.
That happens too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to figure out why she would wait. Her too. What you
Yeah.
waiting on?
Right.
So I say, peace of Diddy,
Yes.
peace of Cassie.
Hey,
Cassie,
look, Diddy, you get too old.
you
Put
done
that.
got you some nice chunk of change,
Oh, this gonna
girl,
last
for
up
the rest of
forever.
your life.
Look, Diddy, put your thing in your back pocket, baby. You get
Yeah.
too old for this mess.
Okay. He about to lose his mind. His blood pressure's through the roof, I'm pretty
Ooh, you
sure.
already know.
Every second he like, and then trying to keep his kids off the internet.
Okay.
Poor children. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
think of the things that they're going through,
I know. And
Mhm.
reading the tabloids and
Yeah.
with their young, minds. Yeah, that could be.
Well, you got any Black Friday deals going?
Oh, yes, guys. Look, the best sale ever. I'm selling $9 items.
Right.
It shall be posted tomorrow.
Okay.
It's going up in the
And
on
when do they go on
Amazon.
sale?
Go
What
on
time do
sale
they go on
tomorrow.
sale? Tomorrow or Friday?
well, tomorrow midnight.
Okay. All right.
So we will have Amazon
Mm-hmm.
$9 shampoos,
Mm-hmm.
conditioners, leave-ins, the serum,
Mm-hmm.
the curl cream, and the braid lock gel, all $9.
Oh
And
wow, that's
then
wonderful.
yeah, and then I have it on my page, no, my
Mm-hmm.
website,
Uh-huh.
www.cashmereluxhairsalon.com.
Uh-huh.
Things will be the same. Items will be $9, so you can get it from on my website
Mm-hmm.
or Amazon's.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Okay. Well, our prices are pretty low as they can get for
yeah.
Monster Beauty
Also,
right
beauty,
now.
yes.
Yeah, we're
I think the
already we put
waist
everything.
straps, what, 20 some dollars. So
Yeah,
we'll
well
get that.
they're $28. They probably go down to 25.
Yes,
The waist trainers are 65. I don't know. We'll know by the end of tomorrow what
right.
we'll change them to, but definitely everything's on sale. Boss Up Beauty, Cashmere Lux, and Lena Beans Organics all having
So
sale
What is
till
Lena Bean
Monday.
sale gonna be? Because I got
Her
four.
are four ounces for $20 or two 8 ounces for $20.
Oh, nice. Okay,
And
that's good.
the family size 16 ounce, which only comes in natural or honey almond,
Oh,
they're $25, and that normally they're $36. So they're
okay.
down $10 off
Oh,
for
that's good.
yeah.
I gotta order
And
my
they and
bus
you
up.
can mix and match. You don't have to stick to one. You can mix and match. So
Okay,
yeah.
that strawberry smells good as well.
Yeah, yep. We're gonna introduce some new scents next month,
Okay,
so we will put it on the site starting probably December 1st,
okay,
and we'll say we'll give a description of the different ones, and we'll sell them until they're gone.
right. So, guys, if y'all want waist trainers, butter, and all that, I will have it in store Friday, Saturday, and the rest of next week, Cyber
Right.
Monday. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
open I think I'll be open half a day Cyber Monday. So,
Okay.
hey, come on through, guys. Come on through and support us.
Yeah.
Have a
See you
happy
next week.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.